And welcome back, guys. We are currently here in the great state of Nebraska. I am right now on the map St. Edward, Nebraska by Antler 22 Modding. This map just came out, and I just couldn't pass up the opportunity to go through and spend a lot of money that I just don't have. Right now, I'm currently making my way to a farm that I just bought right off Facebook Marketplace because you can do that these days. All you gotta do is just click the little button, go down, look up farm, and there they are. It's just like Craigslist, almost better than Big Iron. But we're gonna make our way to the farm. You can kind of see it off over there in the distance, all those big grain bins. And if I remember right, I think it came with about three-ish, maybe four fields. I think it was like 270 or 260 acre fields and two quarters. So I'm gonna get ready to go over here and I'm gonna show you guys around. Now, the thing with buying these farms right off Facebook Marketplace, like they already stocked with everything you need. The only thing I brought for myself was this, I think it was a 2020 Ford F350 6.7 Power Stroke with the FX4 package, and as well as King Ranch interior. I love them seats, them nice brown leather seats, heated and AC'd, of course. You know, I'm a high luxury kind of guy. But let's get things started off here. So, massive grain bin leg, more grain bin storage than I'll probably ever need, honestly, unless I decide to buy the whole map, which, yeah, that's a lot of acres to cover. Almost ran into this work pickup. So right here we got a 7.3 Power Stroke coming in clutch with the old school 7.3. Nothing can beat that. Got a couple, looks like a Quonset, another cold storage building over here, and then we have the main shop right here on the side. Not really a big fan of the green, but hey, it works. We're gonna go inside here, and we have a Case 420 Steiger as well as a John Deere 9410. So I'm not going to go completely biased on what color of equipment I'm going to run on here, mainly because I don't really care. It's all the same. Now, I will say that Case combines are 100% better. You can hit me up in the comments and tell me I'm wrong. Who cares? But we have the brand new S7 700 combine right here, looking real mean and green, and it's paired together with my 8250 Case right here. Now, because I'm just running red and green, I'm just going to be bouncing back and forth, probably spending a lot of time in all of them because, I mean, honestly, if I have it, I'm just going to use it. Got a lot of acres to cover. I mean, this is a pretty big map. There's a lot of acres to work on. I'm going to go here in this cold storage real quick. And, of course, you got to have two of everything because I have two four-wheel drive tractors. So I have I think this is the DB60, and then two Sunflower 36-foot, if I remember right, 36-foot or 36-foot vertical tillers, and then two Kinsey 1300 bushel grain carts. You can look in here and pretty much it's just a mirror. This side mirrors this side. Nothing out of the ordinary. We're just going to be big time operating on this map. And then if I remember right, I think on the other side, I don't know exactly. Oh, over here. Yeah. The dead cab, baby. Got the Peterbilt matched with a Timpty, I think. Or was it a Wilson? No, the Timpty 52-foot Super Hopper. And then I think the other trailer is, yeah, it's right over here. I don't remember exactly where the other truck is. I'd have to go back on the pictures. But right now, so if you look up in the top right, or I'll just bring it up, we have $1 in the bank. Not really much going for us. This farm cost me $25 million to buy, and it came with everything. I got fuel in the barrel, so we ain't got to worry about paying for that. And then I already pre-bought seed, so I'm just waiting for that to get delivered. Of course, we got all the nice headers over here. Got the MacDon 40-foot flex draper with the 640 FD flex draper John Deere. Got two 12-row corn heads. Got one Case, one John Deere. I think I'm going to just mix them, put the Case here on the 612C, and then put the John Deere on the Case head. You know, just to stir a little fuss in the comment section. But it is a beautiful April morning. Got a lot to do today, so I'm going to get some things ready, start seeing what I want to do for my fields, see which fields I want to start planting first. But first, I think I'm just going to go inside, get myself a little coffee, a little breakfast, start my day. Alright, so managed to get all the tractors taken to the field. Right now, I'm going to be loading up my seed tender here that's on the 7.3 Power Stroke. I didn't really want to hook it up to my newer Power Stroke because I don't want to get that thing dirty quite yet. I mean, it's new to me. It's not brand new quite yet, or at this time, but I'm going to try to work on my telehandler skills, see if I can like become a certified forklift operator of some sort. And I think right now I might be able to load up 2 at a time, hopefully. Oh yeah, look at that. That's nice. All right, we're gonna come up over here, and this should make easy work out of loading the seed. So right now we are currently, actually, I check real quick. What are these? Both LG seeds. Ooh, yeah, good thing I came out and looked. All right, so we got LG seed soybeans, and we are trying to load up corn. If I remember right, I think it was channel. So I'm gonna just drop these off over the side right now. Just kind of put them out of the way. So we're not planting soybeans right now. We're gonna plant soybeans probably in May, so that way I can get my corn all done for the year. See if I remember how to get these off. There we go. Set those off in the grass. Hopefully I don't forget about them later on. Let's see, channel, or not channel, like golden harvest. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what I got. Golden harvest, not channel. My bad. All right, I'm gonna hop out here, get these ratchet straps off my golden harvest seed corn. Probably just gonna take these two off here on the side, and then probably just work on grab. If I can extend the boom out and grab the other ones on the other side. But right now we're just gonna grab these. Get my forks all lined up perfectly. Where's my hole at? Right about there. Get that put on. Pick both of them up. There we go. Now we got the right thing going on. So we're loading up Golden Harvest seed corn, putting in the seed tender. I think the seed tender should take about 2 of these, and it should be full. I mean, there's about, well, I guess I can look down there in the bottom. We got 90 bushels in each one of these. So we're just going to drive this up over here, put 90 bushels in, and then I'm going to hop out, jump on top of the cab of this thing probably, and see exactly how full we're getting. Or I could just jump in the truck and then look down at the bottom of the screen and probably just tell how much I got there. Let's see, we got 40 bushels left. This is unloading fairly fast. I'm not in too big of a hurry. I know I got the tractor sitting over the field. They're just kind of sitting there waiting. They're warmed up, all aired up, ready to go. Alright, both of these are empty. Just put these empty ones off to the side again. Grab 2 more, dump them in there, and then I think we should be golden. Get off there. Alright, right now we got the last 2 going in here. We got about 60 bushels left. And I can't wait to get going on planting. I'm actually really excited for this. Now, these are some pretty big fields. These are pretty accurate to what the actual field is. So I know when I come up and look at the map, it does say it's around, I think it was 70 hectares, which there's like 72 hectares, which if you do the math, there's like 2.47 hectares or 2.42 hectares for every acre. Let me redo that math. There is 2.47 acres per every hectare. So if you do the math, we're sitting at like 146 acres for the one quarter that we have. So which is pretty accurate to the size of the field. I mean, we got an actual quarter of ground, so that's why we are doing a big time operation. But I think that'll do for right now. I think we got enough seed in here. If I can just jump again. Yeah, we got about roughly almost 2 full hoppers going on here. So I'm going to get going to the field, and I'm going to start getting all these planters filled up. And hopefully I can kind of get the neighbor going on the one planter, see which field I can get him going in, so that way we can start getting this process done. Alright, the first bit of seed is going inside of the DB60 that is hooked up to the John Deere 4-wheel drive. I forgot to mention that I also have triples on this thing, so this thing is just massive. I wanted to kind of go through and put triples on the Steiger, but you know, we can't just have two of the same ideas going on with both these tractors. It's going to be kind of a, I would say, competition. So honestly, whatever one kind of outdoes the other, that's going to be my favorite one. And eventually, if this farm becomes an all-red farm, then hey, all you John Deere guys out there, then you got some explaining to do. All I hear is like how great the equipment is all the time. And honestly, I really just hope that the name runs up to the hype. So we're going to get this planter turned around, kind of not hit this pivot. That's another thing that I also like about this map. So on this map, I will put the link down in the description, but Antler22 did an amazing job on this map. He did come up with a working pivot system for not every field exactly, but for most of these fields. So it's extremely nice for the ones that are complete. Well, there we go. There's some crop insurance right there. Hopefully when I go by this, it kind of fixes it. There we go. See? What a perfect pivot. It just sends itself back to where it needs to go without flipping over. Oh my gosh, what the heck? All right, it's just swinging around. But we're going to get ourselves lined up here on the end of this row or end of this field here real quick without kind of going on the road. And hopefully we can get this stuff going. If I can actually like back this giant tractor up with this big planter. I've not used a planter this size before. I'm used to using like 12 row, 24 row. I think this is a 36 row planter, so we got a lot of room to move around here. Alright, I got the planter all set up and we are moving forward. I'm going to go probably forward till probably about this bush coming up here on the left, I would say. And I think we're still lined up good. Alright, once we get up here, I'm going to hop out. I'm going to go to the back and start digging around a little bit. And right now, let's see here. So, nitrogen levels are critical, pH value is okay, and it does look like we did get the right amount of seed into the ground. Spacing is looking good. I think we're ready to go. So, after I get back in here, we are going to get ourselves all of our end rows fully completed. I'm going to kind of pull up my little mini map so I can pay attention to the GPS so I can somewhat drive in a straight line, because I like getting all this stuff done in a straight line. It makes everything a little bit more easier, so I don't have to worry about coming back, hitting another spot that I missed. Dang, that is an aggressive ditch. Thing's kind of bending pretty good. There's some good flex to this planter, I'm not going to lie. But we are not going to be going down and putting any fertilizer in right now. I think what I'm going to do is, after I get done planting this field, which this is probably going to be like an all-day thing. It is currently 11:32. I'm getting kind of a late start after I went and got the seed pulled up. Why are we kind of running over there? Oh, well. But kind of got a late start going today. So this field is probably going to take the remainder of the day to get done. I'm kind of looking at putting fertilizer into the pivot, so I will have to go to the co-op. I'll probably try to see if they have like a truck or something, like a tanker that I can grab and just run down there, put some fertilizer in it, and then get that pivot started. This one should be able to do a full circle. It's not going to be able to hit the corners of the field, so I'm going to be probably missing out on, like, I would say a 15 to 20 acre corner for this whole field anyway, but that's what crop insurance for, just in case it decides to get damaged or anything like that. Alright, so we found ourselves inside of the 420 Steiger, and we're going to be going along, and I have 22.5 bushels left, or around 22 bushels right now left of seed inside here. I'm going to be heading down to the end of this row. I'm going to fill up this planter up, back up with seed corn, and then I got to run over to the other field real quick where I left the neighbor off helping me. He's in the John Deere right now. I got to go move the pivot so that way he can get the other side of that pivot done. So he's currently got, I think, about 3 passes on the one side of the pivot. So I should be able to move that far enough out of the way. We're going to be finishing up here real quick. I'm going to shut the planter down, and then I'm going to pull it up over here to the pickup, and I'm going to get this thing backed in, hopefully without hitting it, which I probably am because I cut a little short. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Only slight damage. It's only a farm pickup, right? Kind of hard to judge how to turn with such a big planter anyway. But get the tops off here real quick. Like that. Keep backing up over here. We're going to probably take the rest of that seed, and then we're probably going to have to go back over to the farm and refill it. I'll let this sit here and run. I'm going to run over here. Make sure that we don't have any seed in here. I'm going to just hop in. Alright, we're currently empty, so I'm going to run this back to the farm. Drop this off, and then I'm going to run over to the other field, and then I'm going to get that pivot moving. Also, if you didn't notice, so up there in the top, I do have $9,672. That is just because in order to get the AI to work, or my neighbor to do the work for me, I have to have some sort of money in my account, otherwise it just doesn't work. So because of that, I just needed to get a little bit of money that will return back to the original dollar that I had. I can also go through, and I'm probably going to be getting a loan to operate for the rest of this year, because the seed that I did get is probably not enough to continue operating to plant. But I think for right now, I did get enough seed. Let's see, where's that? Oh, there he is. He's all the way up there. Barely see him. We're going to come over here to the pivot panel. So this thing has interactive control on it, which is nice. I think it's pretty cool. Let's see if I remember right. I'm going to turn this on real quick so I can see what I'm doing. We're going to start this pivot up, and I think I'm going to move it 10% clockwise, which will get this thing going, which should move it out of the way. I don't even know if it's moving. Oh yeah, there it goes. So yeah, we're gonna get this panel all shut up, and I think it should be out of the way far enough just to get this other side planted. Hopefully, I think 10% would probably be facing about over here. So I think we should be out of the way enough. We should be good. Yeah, you can kind of see that the pivot is moving slowly but surely. It kind of came from over on this side. It was on the other side of this pivot road. But with doing a big time operation, something like this size, something of this amount of land and equipment, I don't know exactly how much I need for right now because, like I said earlier, I've never really done this, and this is something new to me. And I've seen a lot of other people go through and do it, and it works best with having multiple people. But for right now, it's just me. I'm trying to get some things going with some people. I do have like my horseplay, which is a big help for doing a lot of this. So currently, I have the other guy. I'm just using the regular base game AI, or my neighbor Jim, as I would like to call him. He's just gonna let me know when he runs out of seed or fuel, but I don't think he should run out of fuel. I think he should be all right. But I think what would be cool is, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make myself a goal. And I think I'm going to try to make upwards of like 20 million maybe. But I'm also going to try to grow this operation a lot bigger. So right now I have one farm. I might try to do 2 farms going on here. Like have one here at this main site, which will be over here. And then maybe one a little bit further south, something further away. But I also want to get a lot more equipment. Like I want to be running couple combines as well. Alright, well, we are done. Let's get the lights on here real quick on the pickup. It did get dark on us a little bit faster than I thought it was, but it's already almost 8:30. Going to get this pivot going here in a minute after I get down this pivot road. So we ended up getting this whole entire quarter planted, and then I got this 70 acres over here, or 65 acres off to my right, all planted as well. I'll probably have to run the pivot back to center, and then I'm probably going to have to kick it over. But we'll follow up this pivot road real quick. Well, as long as I can stay on the pivot road. There we go. This pivot road's probably going to end up being a little bit wider, but we'll see how everything goes once the corn grows up. And then obviously what I run over is going to be probably part of the new road, and I'll go through and just pack it down, and I think we'll be good. But so far, I mean, I spent most of the day inside of that Steiger, so I mean, honestly, it did ride pretty nice, and that's probably what you guys are going to see most of the time. I will try to spend a little bit more time inside of that John Deere, but for right now, you guys got a lot of Steiger coverage going on. We're going to get this open up real quick. Let's see here. I'm trying to remember. I think it was 10. I'm not sure. Probably have to run it back. Yeah, got to run it back counterclockwise. All right, so I think the pivot's back to where it started at. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. So motor is still on. Move here a little bit so I can get this water on. And then what we are going to do is clockwise 100%. And I think that will make it so that way it moves all the way around in a full circle. I think that should be good. I'm going to hurry up and get inside the pickup before I get wet, and we're going to get heading out of this field. I think that pivot should run all the way through the night. We're going to get going over here. I'm going to pull up to the house once I get driving through the yard, just to make sure I don't smash into anything that's important. Did leave all these tractors sitting here at the planter because we are going to be using them tomorrow to finish planting corn and plant soybeans in the next month, so we got to get those all cleaned up. But before we go, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, please don't forget to smash that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to Midwest Ag for more, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.